Hello everyone, my name is Dhruv Patel. Welcome to all of you. Today I am going to explain about 10 different words and its synonyms with different examples which are commonly used in IELTS exam. First common word is ailment. The meaning of ailment is an illness, typically a minor one. The synonyms can be disease, disorder, sickness. The first example of ailment is obesity is a major ailment prevalent among children. Second example is modern children are suffering from the ailments that were once considered to be meant for adults only. Last example of ailment is nowadays the increasing rate of overweight children is one of the most intricate and perilous ailments. Now second common word is alleviate. Alleviate means to make something less painful or serious. The synonyms can be reduce, decrease, diminish, lessen. The first example of alleviate is he couldn't prevent her pain, only alleviate it. The second example of alleviate is listening to soothing music will not only alleviate stress but it will help you to connect your inner peace. The third example is the contribution of an individual to alleviate the environmental damage should not be underestimated. Next common word is amalgamation. The amalgamation means the action, process, or result of combining or uniting. The synonyms can be combination, union, mixture, coalescence. The first example of amalgamation is internet is the amalgamation of positive and negative impact. The second example is in my point of view, advertising is the amalgamation of benefits and drawbacks. And last example of amalgamation is it is undeniable that globalization is amalgamation of both positive and negative effects which must be addressed accordingly. Next common word is arduous. The meaning of arduous is involving or requiring strenuous effort. It can be synonyms as hard, wondrous, laborious, vigorous, Herculean. The first example of arduous means it was an arduous climb up the mountain. Second example of arduous means parties are arduous for shy people who find themselves uncomfortable in parties. The third example of arduous means it upholds the individual in making some arduous decision concerning financial matters. Next common word is ascertain. The meaning of ascertain means find out or certain, make sure of. Synonyms can be decide, verify, confirm. The first example of ascertain is he could not ascertain the truth. The second example is news editors ascertain what to broadcast on television and what to print in newspaper. The next example is children should also have the right to ascertain their own patterns of behavior. Next common word is augment. The meaning of augment is make something greater by adding to increase, adding to it. Next means increase. Synonyms can be increase, enlarge, expand, magnify, intensify, amplify. The first example of augment is nowadays the population is augmenting perpetually in most countries across the world. Second example is nowadays global economy's development is augmenting rapidly. Third example is if you read in your leisure time, it augments your knowledge. Now next common word is dearth. The meaning of dearth is a scarcity or lack of something. The synonyms can be shortage, deficiency, paucity. The example of dearth is there is a real dearth in knowledge about how to manage money. The second example of dearth is the review shows the dearth of evolutions of health promotion. The third example of dearth is there is a dearth of evidence to support the claims of their supporters. Now next common word is dim. The meaning of dim is regards or consider in specified way. The synonyms can be consider, esteem, reckon, think. The first example of dim is I tend to dim that internet is one of the most tool for information. Second example of dim is Tourism is often deemed as an industry that will never alleviate in size. The third example of DIM is today's lifestyle can be deemed as the second reason of obesity in children. Now next common word is detrimental. The meaning of detrimental is tending to cause harm. The synonyms can be harmful, injurious, inimical, dangerous, fatal, adverse. The first example of detrimental is obesity is detrimental problem which is increased day by day in school going children. Second example is we cannot deny that detrimental events happen day to day. The third example of detrimental is it is advisable to commence the cautious steps to prevent against such detrimental situation. Next common word is duly. The meaning of duly is following proper procedure or arrangement. The synonyms can be properly, correctly, suitably. The first example of duly is duly implicated rules of behavior create responsible children. The second example of duly is every person should strive to take care of his or her habitat duly. The third example of duly is he can choose how he is going to study duly. So thank you for everyone for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe this video.